Any of you guys realize that some of y'all might be old school? You ready to run and guns? Time for blast off. Let's go. Hey guys, Todd here with you. Welcome back to Bassin 101. Truck talking old school boats. I was watching Rick Clunn the other day. How many of you guys subscribe to Rick Clunn? He does he's been doing a feature here recently on taking the old magazines and telling the stories out of them, because he was there at that time, and it's really, to me, it's really interesting. But he said something the other day that just hit me all of a sudden. He was showing pictures of the old original boats. You know, a lot of the guys were using John boats, V-bottom boats, you know, all stuff like that, and they would modify them to make them easy to fish out of. Okay, that makes sense. And that hit me, because everybody was doing that before Ranger came along, and you know, and all these other companies. But of course, Forrest Wood being from Ranger being the head honcho. But think about this. Those guys back in those days would modify boats to make them easier to fish out of. Make them exactly the way they wanted them. The seat orientation, rod storage, all that kind of stuff. How many people today, because John boats still sell, man, but how many guys today take John boats, V-bottom boats, build them the way they want to build them? I mean, have you seen Tiny Boat Nation? You know, Tiny Boat Nation's always taking smaller John boats and just decking them out, you know, a lot more than I want to fool with, but you know, they deck them out and they do all this kind of stuff with them. I hate to tell you guys this, old school is still alive. Because if they were doing it back 50 years ago, making boats to be a bass boat to make it easier on them, and people are still doing it today, I hate to tell you newfangled people, old school's still alive. And alive and kicking too. You know, all you people, you newfangled stuff, oh, old school, yeah, that stuff ain't worth a crap. That's out of here, man. That's like prehistoric kind of crap right there. Not if you're building your own boat. You're still old school. Because rather than buying the new stuff that's out there, you're wanting to build the stuff that you already have, which is what they did back in those days. There were no bass boats to buy yet. Okay, so they would take their own boats. There are bass boats available today, so it's not the same situation. However, the people that don't want to fool with stuff like that are building a John boat. That's old school. Think about that for a minute. Let that little record player go in your head. Yep. If you're building a John boat, or you're modifying any kind of a boat to make it a fishing boat to make it easier to you, you're still old school, or you're doing it old school. I hate to tell you guys that. But it's true. I mean, that's the way it is. With my infinite wisdom, that means bookus. I just want to throw that out there, guys, because I really get a kick out of listening to Rick tell about the old stories and stuff. But when he said that, man, I was like, whoa. And people are still doing that today. So things ain't changed. So that's all I got, guys. So remember, till next time, new techniques are trendy, but bass never change. May the Father bless you and keep you in Yeshua's name. And as always, fish on.